Hi everyone, Mayor Annette Deeth here. I'm on Wurundjeri Woiwurrung country in the Romsey Hub to wrap up some of the key items considered at this month's council meeting. The Hub is a great collaborative space and plays host to a number of different services and groups, which ties in nicely to a key policy about to go out for community consultation, focusing on the agreements in place for tenants on council leased premises, the lease and licence policy. To help elaborate on what this policy relates to, I'm pleased to be joined by Council's Coordinator, Property and Valuations, Hayley Drummond. Welcome, Hayley.
Thank you for having me, Mayor Deeth.
So Hayley, can you talk to us, the last time this policy was adopted was back in 2017. What does this policy aim to achieve?
So what we're looking at is the document provides information to tenants and council about our responsibilities and roles in the new lease documentation. There's different types of leases, and so we have Crown land leases for properties that are on Crown land. Then we have leases that are for ground leases where it's just the site. Then we have information on shared use agreements, which are licence agreements. The policy also provides information on rental categories. So there's different rental categories depending on whether you're a community group or a commercial group. Then it has information about maintenance obligations, so when council is going to maintain the building and what we will do, and when tenants have to undertake some maintenance works.
Sounds like a very important policy.
Yes.
Going through the revision process, what are the main proposed changes to the policy?
So firstly, we're introducing a new minimum rental of $300. Previously, it's been $1 based on a peppercorn, and we're finding that due to the administration costs in negotiating leases, it takes time. We also have to do checking of lease documentation in terms of public liability insurance. There's various administration tasks that we have to take. So we're now proposing to introduce a $300 minimum rental fee for community groups. The second thing we're doing is we're having annual reviews fixed at 3% rather than the CPI. So previously the lease agreements were set on CPI increases, but we've found the CPI has changed quite a lot in the last couple of years, so even been up to 8%. So if we fix it at 3%, then we have much more certainty for tenants and for council in terms of budgeting so that people can see what their rental will be increasing by each year. And the third thing we're introducing is we're encouraging more shared use of facilities. So rather than offering lease agreements where a group has a sole occupancy of a building, we'll be working with tenants to identify when they're actually using facilities, and they might use it 3 days a week, and then we will be able to have another group come in for the other 2 days a week. And that will enable council to consolidate our buildings and simplify our operations.
There's been a great deal of work that's gone into those proposed revisions and very detailed.
Yes.
What kind of information or feedback are you looking for through the consultation process?
Well, we'd certainly like to hear from existing tenants and any new tenants that might be looking to use council facilities. So reading through the policy and then providing feedback on their concerns, or if they have any questions where they're not clear on what the policy is saying.
Really looking forward to getting that feedback. Thank you to you and your team for all of your hard work in this space, and it will be wonderful to get this really important document finalised.
Thank you, Mayor Deeth.
Thank you. Other matters considered and endorsed at this month's council meeting included the draft Kyneton Movement Network study, which will go out for community consultation for 6 weeks, seeking feedback on all things transport for the town and recommendations to prioritise future improvements. A planning application for a new childcare centre in Gisborne, a new borrowing policy to recognise the importance of sound financial management and fiscal responsibility, a revised neighbourhood house policy to provide clear guidelines and support positive working relationships with our neighbourhood houses right across the Shire, and an update on ongoing work surrounding the management of unsealed roads within township boundaries. We also endorsed a notice of motion on the importance of wildlife road statistics and being included in national fatality metrics. This will go to the National General Assembly, which is a national conference for local government, which will take place in July this year. And that's a wrap for this video. Don't forget to visit the Your Say online engagement hub to view current consultations and have your say on matters important to you. You can find out more about the key matters discussed, including meeting minutes and recordings on Council's website. Bye for now.